Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Rockruff from Pokemon. Let's get started on the left side of our page with the muzzle. So I'm going to start by drawing an oval. Start at the very top, curve out towards the left, over towards the right. Now we're going to make our way back to the top. So I'm going to start at the top, curve and blend towards the right. Now in the center, just below the top of the muzzle, we're going to draw the nose. So we're going to start with a straight line. And on either end, I'm just going to curve down and in towards the middle. Now at the bottom of the nose, I'm going to draw a straight line coming down towards the top of the mouth. Now let's draw a curve for the mouth. Starting on the left side, curve down, and then back up on the right. Now I'm going to tuck two ovals along the side of the muzzle. So starting on the left side, I'm going to curve up, round out the top of the eye, and curve it down and then in towards the side of the muzzle. Let's do the same thing on the right. So we'll line this up, curve up towards the top, and pull that in towards the side. Now we're going to push the iris in towards the center. So I want to leave a little gap along the outside. So starting at the top of the eye, we're going to curve around, and then pull that in towards the side of the muzzle. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to draw two smaller ovals for the pupils on the inside of the eye. So let's start on the left side, right up here. Draw an oval, and we'll do the same thing on the right. So we're going to line this up. Now that we've drawn in the face, let's move up and draw on the top of the head. So we're going to line up with the inside edge of the left eye. At the top, we're going to curve up, and then pull that down. Now from here, we're going to draw on the outside of the ear. From this point, we're going to curve up and out towards the left. Go up and out towards the right. Now we're going to curve this around and then pull this in, aiming towards the eye. So starting on the left side, we're going to go out. Now I'm just going to curve this back in, aiming towards the eye. I want to leave a little gap on the bottom down here. Do the same thing on the right, curving out. I'll start to curve that in towards the eye. Now from this point, I want to curve in the opposite direction, aiming towards the top point, but we're going to leave a little gap. Curving in, then aiming towards that top point. The same thing on the right. Now I want to show a little bit of the inside of the ear. So from this point, I want to follow that same curve, coming down and in. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Now we're just going to curve this down in behind the ear. Now let's separate out the tip of the ear. Starting on the left side, we're going to curve up and in. Now I'm going to curve it down towards the inside of the ear. Now at this top point, I just want to curve down, aiming towards this point. We're going to go about halfway. Let's do the same thing on the right. Lining up the outside, curve up and in. Now I'm going to curve that back down towards the inside of the ear. Now again, at this point, I want to curve around, aiming towards the bottom of the ear. We're going to stop about halfway. Now let's move to the side and draw on the side of the head. So just on the left side of the ear, we curve around and just come down beside the eye. Do the same thing on the right side, curving out and then down. We're going to add some fur along the cheeks. So on the left side, we're going to draw a short line coming out. Do the same thing on the right. Now I'm going to curve this down and then pull that in. Let's draw on the second set of fur. From here, we're going to curve down and out. Now we're going to curve in the opposite direction in towards the face. Curving in to right about there. We're going to do one more. So just draw a straight angled line coming down and out. Now we're going to taper that back in with a short line. Now before we finish off the head, I want to draw in the large collar. So directly below the chin, right in the center here, we're going to draw a point. From this point, I'm going to curve up and out towards the left. I just want to touch the bottom edge of the muzzle. Out. We'll do the same thing on the right, going up and then out towards the right. Now right in the center here, we're going to draw in that diamond. From the bottom of that point, we're going to draw two angled lines coming out. Now we're just going to pull this in towards the center. From the top, we're just going to draw a short line coming down about halfway. From the top corner of the collar, we just want to curve down and in, aiming towards this point in the diamond. Starting on the left, curve down and in. We're gonna stop right about there. Now we want to take the top of the collar and just flip it over along the bottom. Curve down and then out. Now we're going to take these points and curve that in. Just connect those points there. Now along the side here, we want to add 2 more diamonds. So we step up, we're going to angle down and out, and then we'll pull that down and in. We can do the same thing on the right side. And then from the top, we're going to draw a short line coming down about halfway. Now let's draw on the sides of the collar. So from the top, we're going to step down, curve out, and over towards the left on both sides. Now let's move down and curve in the opposite direction. Stepping down, we'll curve across, and then down. Now from the ends, I just want to aim towards the side of the diamond. I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap. We're going to stop right about there, and then from the bottom we'll curve up and then in, connecting those 2 points. Now that we've drawn the collar, we can finish off the head. Starting from the bottom down here, we're just going to curve down and then in. From here, we're going to be drawing the character from the side, so you see the left profile edge of the leg. So let's start underneath the collar here, curve out, and then we'll pull that back in towards the paw. Now we're going to round up the end of the paw, curving out. Now we'll come down along the bottom of the foot. Now from here, we just want to curve up towards the belly. So continue that curve going up to right about here. Now we want to overlap the belly on top of the leg. So we step out, curve down over that line, and just pull it out slightly. Now I want to duplicate this bottom part of the leg on this side. So from here, we're going to step up, curve down, and then in towards the ankle. And again, we want to round up the end of the foot, curving out, and then across the bottom. Now we're going to pull this back up towards the back side of the leg, curving up just past the lower part of the body. Now we're going to continue this line in behind the leg and then up. So right here, we're going to curve this up. Now we're going to tuck the hind leg in behind the body. So we're going to step back, we're going to curve over towards the right and then down towards the ankle. Now we're going to round out the tip of the foot, going out, then along the bottom of the foot. Now from here, the hind is going to come around and then in behind the collar. So let's start here, we're going to round this out and then start to pull that in towards the left behind the collar. We'll see a little bit of the back leg in between these 2 legs here. So let's start about halfway, curve down, and then underneath the front leg. Let's separate the detail of the paws. Starting on the left side here, we're going to go up in an angle. Now we want to come down to create a point. And then from here, we're going to curve across and then up towards the inside of the leg. Let's do the same thing to all these legs. From this point, we're going to go up, come back down, and then curve out and up. We do the same thing on the back leg here. We'll see a bit of that separation in the back leg here. So stepping up, just curve across. Now let's separate out the paws. Starting on the left side, just going to curve down towards the bottom of the foot. We're going to take that same curve and then just duplicate it. Let's do the same thing to the other 2 feet. I want to create a little separation in the belly area. So starting right here at the front, we're going to curve up. Now we're going to pull that down in behind the front leg. Now just down here, we're going to step down, curve in the opposite direction towards the back. Now let's add in the large bushy tail. So we're going to start on the side of the head here, curve around, and then pull that down. I want to step back to create an overlap. I'm going to curve out. Now I'm going to curve around again, going around, and then down. From here I want to create another point, curving up. Now I just want to make my way down towards the back of the leg. I'm going to curve around. I'll start to pull that in. We'll do one more overlap. So stepping up, curve out. Now here, I just want to curve around the bottom of the tail and then in behind the back. Now I just want to draw the inside edge of the tail. So we're going to step up, we're going to curve out, and then up. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Rockruff from Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send me your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.